Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into the show that's on in the afternoon. Fun show today. Davey's got the wine glass.
Wine show!
That's right. That means we've got Katie Kass in from Bin 39 Wine Bar. They got a lot of cool stuff going on, including the upcoming Canard Vineyard event. This is super exciting. David, we were talking before the show.
Yeah.
Like, if they were to hold this event in California, it'd be $1,000 a ticket.
Basically, yes. This is amazing. Like, such an opportunity. And it's like the tickets here are so affordable, and it's a great date night. It's gonna be an awesome opportunity for people. Yep.
It's very exciting.
Yep.
So I'm excited to talk to Katie about this. You're excited to taste some wines? I can't drink today. I've got a lot of Florida Man game stuff to do.
That's okay. I got it.
I know you do. I know you do. You can drink for me, sir. Pour him a little extra, Katie.
Gotcha.
You got it.
And we'll get right into that conversation after we tell you about our great friends at Beaux-Arts Ford Lincoln. Been the best in the car biz since 1949. Family-owned beacon of trust right here in St. Augustine. They were founded on the principles of honesty, integrity, and community service, and that family tradition continues to thrive to this very day. They've got the amazing service facility out there with a ton of climate-controlled service bays. It means your tech's comfortable. He's not getting mad.
Right.
He's happy at work.
Keeps an even keel.
When the mechanic is happy at work,
hey,
your car gets better service.
your screws get screwed tighter.
That's right. Proud recipients of the prestigious Triple Crown Award and named Florida's Dealer of the Year many times by Dealer Rater. Their team, dedicated to providing an enjoyable and efficient experience. They offer the best in pricing, selection, and service just off 95 and State Road 16, where your satisfaction is their mission. And at Beaux-Arts Ford Lincoln, they are driven to inspire. Speaking of inspiring, our friends at the Bailey Group.
Yes, sir.
That's why over 300 companies and organizations trust the Bailey Group to carefully craft a benefits program that supports and reflects their vision. No matter where you want to go, they're going to help you get there together. Their first priority, of course, helping you take care of yourself and your family. More important than ever these days. Mm-hmm. They want to sit down with you, learn more about your personal situation, identify your dreams and your goals, understand things like your risk tolerance to help build the perfect plan for you. You know, those long-term relationships that are always encouraging open and honest communication have been the cornerstone of their foundation of success. Give them a ring today. Set up a consultation, 904-461-1800.
Bin 39 is one of their accounts. How crazy is that? That's amazing, right?
Yep. That doesn't surprise me.
Tried and true.
They're the best of the best, and that's why the best of the best go with the Bailey Group.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of the best, Katie Kass, good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you both?
Good. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Thanks for having me.
So, tell us the vibe at Bin 39 these days. Any insider tips for wine lovers?
Yeah. Well, we're coming off the Nights of Light season and kind of shifting gears into starting to be beautiful out again. And
yeah. That's nice.
That's my favorite time of year, just for the courtyard and everything going on. So we're just transitioning from, we always bulk up the wine list before Nights of Light's heavy on the red side and some of those big boys for the holiday season. And now we're switching gears on the menu, where we always kind of beef up the rosés, whites, sparklings, more summer-friendly wines, a little bit lighter red. So in the process of, we just released all of our new wine tasting flights. We just redid the menu for that. And then probably next week, we just bought about 20 new wines that are going to go on the menu.
Oh, that's exciting.
Doing a big overhaul. So
cool.
Lily, our bar manager, has been working really hard on getting all those tastings in. And so upcoming new wines, but then we're just kind of focusing on some different events and things going around town as we transition out of kind of that peak season. So
yeah, we got Valentine's Day coming up. I'm sure wine is for lovers, right?
Yes. Yeah, we can talk about Valentine's Day a little bit real quick. The wines I brought today, I think, would be great date night bottles for Valentine's Day or any time, really. But yeah, come see us. We'll have our normal hours, 8 to 8. We've got 2 musicians that day. So whether you come and join us for Valentine's Day or just want to stop by and grab a bottle to have at home, we're here for you.
I would at least recommend picking up a bottle, right? Because you guys have the best selection in town.
Guys, please remember, girls, if they say they don't want anything, they're lying. Just go get them something little. A handwritten card and a bottle of wine will go for miles.
Absolutely. Perfect. Yeah.
I actually brought one of Lily's been working on something at the bar, and I've got a handful of them right now because they're all handmade, but she's doing blind dates with a bottle. So if you're unsure what to do, but also kind of a fun date night, something fun, It's a bottle of wine, and it's wrapped up and decorated like this. They make great gifts as well, but we have these available. But it just has the tasting notes, so you can kind of see if it's in your palate. And you don't know what you're gonna. I have no idea which bottle of wine is in here, so you just take it home, and kind of a fun way to do
great idea.
Yeah, so something we've been seeing on the internet, but she of course made it look more beautiful than I ever could.
That
So
is such a good cheat sheet. I wish you would have brought that when I was able to taste some wines, because then I could just say, I'm tasting notes of vanilla here, because I see that on the paper right there.
So, kind of a fun thing to do, and these make great gifts as well if you're unsure of what to get someone or don't know what kind of wine they like. Well, buy them a bottle you're not sure what it is.
And it's already gift wrap, which is
it's already
perfect.
gift wrap and
I
beautiful.
love that.
And there's no upcharge on it. It's just the bottle price. So it's just get them while we have them, but they don't last on the shelf too long. Cause
That's so cool.
But yeah, so stop by the bar if you want to pick one of those up. Besides that, pick up a bottle. We can help you guys out too.
How's the charcuterie boards doing? I mean, that you guys pioneered something for dogs lovers out there, right?
Well, dogs are a huge part of our business, both at Bin and at the St. George Inn, our hotel. If you're not familiar with, that's where Bin is located. But there should be a section of the menu. Everyone brings their dogs out, so we have a charcuterie board. We probably sell 5 or 6 a week.
That's
they're
amazing.
pretty busy. They were pretty popular. We also have dog ice cream, so in the hotter months, your dogs can enjoy something too. But
A frosty
different,
ball, yes.
it's different treats, some carrots, melon, different things for the dog.
charcuterie board?
So it's on this bone-shaped plate, and it's got 3 different types of treats on it. I think there's like a duck treat, a jerky something, another. I don't remember exactly what's on there. But yeah, so it's made for. We always put on the notes for the kitchen, small dog, cut in pieces. So it's really fun. But yeah, you can see those on all of our socials too. McKenna, who runs our social media, has done tons of photos of it, and it's just fun. And people want to bring their dogs. It's a very dog-friendly city, but it's really changed the game for us because people are like, "Oh, I can't come in. I have a dog." I'm like, "Yes, you can."
Yes, you can. Bring it. That's so fun.
Yeah, my dog's off in there too. It's a dog place. So.
I almost brought my dog to work today.
Oh, you should have.
Oh, you should have. That'd be
We would have
fun.
brought him a charcuterie board
Oh,
next time.
Next time, for sure. So you guys are doing a mini wine tasting today. I know Davey's anxious to get to this.
Yeah.
What is the key to fully enjoying a wine tasting experience like this?
Everyone's going to be different, but my biggest advice is just have fun with it. I notice a lot that people come in and we do pre-laid out tasting flights, and I'll see that they're like, "Oh, I'm going to go with these wines because I'm familiar with them." I want to shake everyone and say, "Don't do that. Try something new." And
that's
so
the point,
that's
right?
what
Yeah.
I think a tasting's all about. I'd be surprised if every time you did a tasting, you liked every single wine, unless you're at a high-end winery where they're all good. But that's the part of it. You're trying to figure out what you like, don't like, and not having to commit to a glass or a bottle of it. So that's my biggest thing is go open mind, maybe steer away from what you know. And if you know you like that and you want to drink it, go ahead. But my biggest advice is if you keep trying, just try something new.
One of the things I love to
open-minded.
see was when you guys get like the birthday parties of people in, and then like there could be 8 of them in there, but then they get these like the suite of the different tastings, and they can absolutely have a new adventure.
Sure.
With your friends. I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah, and you can walk in and do that, or if you want to set something up, please give us notice. You can reach out right on our website, bin39.wine, or just search us. It will come up, and there's a spot to just fill that out. And if we have advance notice, we can do a custom tasting for you at whatever price point you want, or
Cool.
you could say, "Hey, we're doing a girl's birthday trip. We want to do all rose." So we'll just tailor it to whatever you want to do that
Yeah,
day.
'cause there's so many different rosés out there. Don't may not. I mean, there's like, you can really go down the list. So,
Yeah, our list is small at the moment, but it's coming. We just ordered some.
We
good
tried
ones,
that Lover. That was a special. That was really, really good.
It's really good,
Yeah.
especially for that's just what we consider a house wine, and for that price point, it's awesome.
Yeah,
So,
it really, really is awesome.
Yep, exactly.
So what do we got first on deck here today?
Yeah. So I brought kind of the rosé. I went sparkling, and then a white and a red. So just kind of 3 that some of my favorites right now, as well as I think are at reasonable price points for if you guys are doing date night for Valentine's Day or just want to drink this weekend because it's a holiday weekend.
Right.
The first one is called Jacquard. That it's a champagne house in France. Little bit of a newer one, and when I say newer, they've been around since the 60s, but not as old as some of the old school Veuve and all that have been around for a really long time. They are, I think, an approachable price point, not crazy expensive, but just really killer champagnes. We have both their rosé and just their regular brut one.
Yeah, this is one of Dakota's favorites. I remember this.
Yeah, it's really good. Their vision statement on their website, I wrote it down to share with you guys because it made me. I like it, and I think Davey will too, but it says, our vision of life is optimistic, joyful, where people feel free to indulge in essential pleasures and a more relaxed sense of luxury, and brought to you in the world of champagne. Their big thing is celebrating every day, not just the big moments.
I love that.
So I'm like, yes, I will celebrate drinking champagne all day long.
100%.
Sure.
Yes.
And then I have the flavor notes, Davey, but I'll let you kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, that's part of the fun of this game is to see how good Davey is at. He's getting good.
I'm trying.
He's getting really good. I mean, he's nailed it the past few wine tastings.
Getting
we've done
good
in
with
here.
Bin 39's taught me everything.
So a
Absolutely.
little bit of a swirl there. And why is the swirl essential? Why do I always see people swirling their wines, Katie?
You're seeing them swirl wines because it's kind of opening up the flavors that are in there as they're sitting. Think of stirring your coffee or kind of just getting it awake. And
Wow, this
All
is
right.
really lively.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yep, I'm getting there. One more sip.
Okay. There's one more sip. Then one more after that. And then, okay,
keep piling
Katie's
it on.
bringing some wine to Rick in the booth. So the cameras, if the cameras start to get a little wonky here. See, he's already drank the whole thing. What's going on?
Out of control.
Love it.
Definitely, I get raspberry. I get lively and raspberry.
you're right on the nose.
Oh, look at that.
So good.
Does she prep you for this before she comes in?
No. She only got prep with what I'm going to ask her.
I didn't pick the wines till this morning, so I really
Wow.
didn't
That is
bother him
very
on that.
impressive.
That is very good.
1 for 1 for
I had it
me.
picked in my head, but last
Okay.
minute.
All right.
But yeah, so on the nose, main is raspberry. You're also gonna pick up notes of peach in there as well. So
Okay. I could definitely some fruity elements
Definitely
for sure.
fruit, yeah.
and then floral,
Definitely fruit. That's all wines, Rick. Love it.
I'm like vinegar and fruit.
and then on the
That's delicious.
exactly.
Rick's blend.
Rick, you're pretty close. The vinegar fruit, it's raspberry and a lot of mineralities in there. So
Okay,
based
there
on
it is.
that.
Vinegar has mineralities too, so there you go.
Exactly.
All right. So
Maybe
we
don't
get
let him write the wine descriptions.
That's right. No, we don't. We've got Davey's expert tasting here, and then you get a tasting from a complete novice and Rick back
My
there in the
blind
booth.
8-bag's not going to have a great description.
Rick for the win.
It's pretty good.
Oh.
All right, maybe he's not allowed to have wine. Kidding.
Well, you've already promised it to him today,
Okay,
so
okay.
we're all in now.
So you said your cart is a good, affordable wine. I mean, I know people think champagne things super expensive. We're used to, we're hearing, Dom Perignon. My goodness, that could be like what, $500 at some
At some places,
levels.
yeah. I think we sell it for closer to $3. We don't even really make that much of a profit on it.
Right,
and
yeah.
that's intentional. This one's going to run you more in like the 60-ish range.
Perfect.
Yeah, so definitely a little bit more approachable, but for a really good champagne. You can buy Andre or whatever at the grocery store, but it's going to be sweet. It's
Right. That's where the headache comes in.
It's going to give you a headache.
Right.
This is going to be a little bit more. It's still a very well-made wine. It's
Yeah.
just not quite as expensive too. So
I
definitely a good
like
one.
the effervescence of it. It's really nice.
It's
Nice
a
and
really,
light.
really easy drinking one, and it's not sweet at all.
No,
which
and I
is-
can't. I need it brut. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. So yeah, one of
Nice.
my favorites at the moment, and I wasn't sure if you had tried this one.
No,
so
I haven't.
didn't
I've
think-
not had a
all right,
rosé.
We did.
A sparkling rosé. You keep pushing that on me, so now I know
Yeah,
that's a good
this
one.
one's on our champagne flight too.
Okay.
So if anyone wants to try that, it's the only rosé on the rest are traditional champagnes. But yeah.
Awesome. That's a good one.
Nice.
Yeah. The next one's really fun.
Mm.
You can spell it and have a bottle. This is a Gewürztraminer.
Gewürztraminer.
Yeah, I can't
You're
spell it
German.
either.
That sounds very German, baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which are typically from Germany. Also a lot in Alsace, which is in France. So that's typically where you'll find them, but they're growing all over. This is actually a California one, which again was a little hesitant to try and then learned it. But the winemaker, he brought the original winemaker who it's named after, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce these German French names, but he brought the grapes over from Alsace and brought them to Sonoma where he's planting them, and so that's where they've all grown from. So traditional method of making, but they made theirs a little bit drier, which is why I really, really like this one. It's super crisp, super light, but just a really fun wine. But
Quick general question,
Yeah.
and because it just was in obviously the news, the fires that happened over in California. Are any of the vineyards going to be affected? Even though I know it was a lot very further south,
Yeah.
But still that air is and temperature control obviously is going to be something.
I don't fully know the answer to that. I haven't heard much, which tells me
That's
they're
great.
probably okay. I mean, I'm sure there's some places that are affected, probably more so where they're kind of mass producing grapes, where on the bottle it just says California because it's not from a specific region.
Right.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's something that's affected there, but
Just curious about that. Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome.
Unfortunately, that was all happening during kind of our peak season, so I didn't pay attention to it as much as some people probably
You were
did.
working. Yeah.
You're busy.
But it's a good thing. It was a great season, so there you go.
So is this similar to what the Canard experience is going to be like? There's different bottles, different just kind of a little feedback with each glass?
A little bit. Adam, who's coming from Canard, who works there, is one of their managing partners. He's also somebody I've known for a couple of years on different wine tastings, but I think he's going to get much more in depth in the story making. A bottle doesn't always tell its full story. There will be a piece on it, but when you're hands on in the vineyard, kind of working with that, I think we're going to learn a little bit more about each of these vines. I had the pleasure of going out to Canard. I think it's been about 4 years. And when you're walking through the different blocks and vineyards, they're really talking about each wine and each harvest and each grape. So, I mean, they're pouring their blood, sweat, and tears and everything they have into this. So I think you're going to get, yes, very similar with the notes and the profiles and that, but you're going to get a lot more stories and love out of it and what really goes into it, which is what makes us fall in love with wines.
Absolutely.
You fall in love with their story, you fall in love with
Part of the
their
romance, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a beautiful suffering. It's like Valentine's Day for some of us.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I just saw your shirt.
It's a Heartbreak Hotel over here, yes.
I'll be your Valentine. Baby.
Oh, I love it.
I promised it to Samson, my dog, but he'll survive it.
Just bring the charcuterie board. We can
wants to
distract
come buy
him.
us a bottle of wine. We're around.
There you go.
There you go. But yeah, so I think it'll be that. Do we want to talk about the tasting now, or do we want to?
Sure, we can keep going. We can talk about this and that.
Okay.
Yeah, you know how we are.
We'll save that. We'll come back to it.
Okay.
All right. What do we got here? What are we looking at now?
The Gewürztraminer that we were.
Oh, this is the Gewürztraminer. Okay. Gewürztraminer.
Yeah. German, French.
All right. Smell test there. A little bit of a swirl.
Oh, I get pear right away.
Pear, huh? Okay. Baby's calling
Green
pear
apple.
on this one. Green apple.
Pear, a little bit of honey.
You're pretty close.
Am I?
So traditionally, Gewürztraminers have a lot of pineapple and lychee notes in them.
Definitely. This is so light. You think German, you think heavy. Think saucy. You know what I mean? Like, this is really light.
It's very light. This is a little less sweet than some traditional ones. I went this way because we have a traditional all-sauce Riesling that pulls a little bit sweeter, so that's why I went drier with this on the menu. If you're ever in, can show you the two differences.
Yeah, I want to try that.
But yeah, this one is going to have that traditional pineapple profile. It doesn't have as much of the lychee in it. But on the nose, are you smelling anything else? He's like, I already finished.
Honey.
Yeah, it's gone.
Honey, definitely. I keep getting green apple, just really hardcore notes of that.
So it's orange blossom, grapefruit, yuzu, and nutmeg on the nose.
Wow.
But then your flavors are papaya, guava, and pineapple. So those are those. But you're right in there with
I
the.
can't imagine how light that is because it really does sound like it was going to be super heavy. I was
This is something you're recommended to pair with spicy foods. It's really good with Asian food
Nice.
and that. So
Yeah,
a little
could see
pad
that.
thai and.
this is perfect. Yeah.
It's really
Okay,
good.
nice.
Kind of been one of my favorite wines since I started studying wine, mostly because I couldn't say it for a long time, and now I can. But it's kind of coming out of its shell in 2025. We've just been seeing mentions of Gewürztraminer kind of all over the
Could
place.
this replace Sancerre? I'm very nervous.
Ooh.
It's not a replacement. It's
Okay,
just
good.
an addition to your profile.
Sancerre is amazing.
So actually,
David's
one
sweating over
of
here.
our
Yeah.
new flights is that we've always had an international flight, which had one red or one white and three reds. Excuse me. Now we have an international white and an international red. So
Cool.
my international white has the Sancerre and this.
It definitely needs to have it. It's so good.
So it's good. And we also just put on the menu on Saturday, and so you can get it right now. It's called the Sonoma Summer Spritz. It's actually made with this Gewürztraminer. It's the Gewürztraminer. It has simple syrup, lime, fresh mint, and just soda water mixed together. It
Okay.
is so good.
That sounds really good.
Come have one right away.
Yeah. That's like a perfect brunch
it's
drink. Yeah.
absolutely delicious. And again, for people that may not be completely into wine yet, it's a good starting place, something a little bit easier. Or if it's just hot out and you don't want a full glass of wine,
Yeah. Well, you
come
guys
to the
do a lot of
spreads.
business with sangria too, right?
We absolutely do.
Do you
It's been-
transition from red to white sangria, or you keep both on file?
We
Like,
keep both on hand at all times, as long as we can get it, which
Yeah,
has
yeah, yeah.
only been one time during COVID when we couldn't and people were not happy.
Yeah, I tell you, for
But
sure.
yeah, we do a lot of that. But as we've started doing some of these fun drinks and more wine education, we're always going to sell sangria. But I have noticed a shift that more people are drinking some of the wine, which is fun. We want all of that. So, but yeah, kind of just a fun one. Another great price point. I think this one's like under $50 for the bottle. So
Nice. And I want to get back a little bit to this Canard wine tasting. Adam Fox, your guy who's going to be hosting this.
yeah,
Incredible background.
yes,
Jeez, filmmaker, chef, designer, winemaker.
yeah.
He brings a lot of experience to the table. This is going to be, with all those experiences, I have to imagine he's a great storyteller. So this is just going to be
Absolutely.
an amazing experience.
And I think it goes back to, at the end of the day, like, money can't buy happiness. You're going to do all these other jobs and you're going to eventually go back to what you love to do. And this is what he loves to do.
Yeah.
But he brings all that art and experience into it. And it really, you can't, we always say this in hospitality, you have to love what you're doing. You can teach anybody that, but you can't teach them how to take care of people and how to do that. And I think the same thing can be said with winemaking. Like, you can teach people the logistics, but to have that just caring for being in the art and just wanting it to be perfect, you can't teach that. That just comes with the blood, sweat, and tears. With
gotta
all
be
of
in you.
that. So I mean, I went to a big wine dinner that he did out in Telluride, and a dressing room of 200 people. So getting to do this in our small space is really cool because everyone's going to get a chance to talk to him, ask any questions that they want. As Davey was mentioning before on the price point, for anybody still wanting to join, we definitely still have open spots. It's $99 inclusive per person. That includes your tax and gratuity, so you don't have to worry about any of that day of. It's really a good value for that. This is not a money making event. This is to expose people to good wines, to really get them excited. And it says heavy appetizers on the menu, but we're going to be tasting about 8 wines, and they're going to be decent sized pours. So you're going to have plenty to do. And then we're doing a beautiful, huge charcuterie spread, some fresh seafood, desserts. I mean, come hungry. It's going to be a good meal.
Knowing
So
a lot of families out there have to get sitters and stuff. So, like, what's the time frame on something like this?
it's from 6 to 8 p.m.
Okay.
So giving people enough time to get off work. We will have live music. All of the bottles, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2, because they are not, I'll get to that in a second, but they will all be available for purchase. Adam is bringing a couple of things that you cannot buy unless you are at the winery, and sometimes you can't even get that. So he did say if enough people are interested, he might do a small allocation for those. So I mean, you would not be able to buy it anywhere else in Florida. So he's
So this
bringing
could be a
some.
really cool
Awesome.
Valentine's Day gift too. Like, you
Seriously.
could buy this, this moment, even though it's not on Valentine's Day.
Absolutely. And if anyone wants to do that, reach out to me. I'll make you a little flyer to give
Make it cute,
as a
right,
gift.
yeah.
Absolutely.
There you go.
You're like, Lily, you wrap this up.
Yeah. Well, and that's something I've been trying to do in the community, seeing what other events are out there. And so this is another, just do something a little bit different. It's on a Thursday night so that, it's not as crazy downtown as far as parking and all that.
Right,
there
right.
should be no issue. The garage is right across the street from us. So really fun event, but
Fantastic.
yeah, and there's going to be a lot of my dad's there, so he'll want to talk wine. Charles Coxio in San Sebastian is going to be there, so lots of people in the business wine.
I love that.
coming.
It's going to be very special.
We're super excited about it.
I bet. No, this is a big deal.
Yeah,
This is a really
it's a big deal. It's fun.
Very cool that you guys are doing this.
And something we hope to do at minimum twice a year with some big winemakers.
Cool.
We did it pre-COVID and just kind of fell out of the habit, and so we're working on getting that back in.
So special. Awesome.
And it just makes it's such a perfect fit with you guys just being the premier wine folks here in town.
Absolutely.
To have that just events like this just level you guys up. I think it's super cool.
So
Very
why
cool.
is small batch so important, Katie? I think that's important because that's what you guys really focused on. Small batch, high quality.
Sure. And I think that's what it is. It's the mass quantity production. You get what you pay for, right? The high quality, for me, it's the stories that come along with it, and also the quality of wine that comes along with it. If I drink a good bottle of wine that's handcrafted with love, I don't have a hangover the next day.
True. That is absolutely true.
Versus everything that becomes so processed because they're getting stuff out in bulk, and that's not to say it has to be an expensive bottle of wine. It just has to be made with love and made with intention and care and everything that they're doing.
Probably not all of the bottles I pick up at the Jiffy store.
No. I mean, they're going to get you, they're going to do the
it.
effect of what's needed, but it's the equivalent of you're going out to eat to just get something for substance. You're swinging by McDonald's or whatever because you're hungry versus going to, say, Lotus. Davey and I got to go the other week to have a true food experience. You're having an experience with your bottle of wine.
Yeah.
So, it might be a little bit more expensive than what you get at the gas station. But again, you're paying for the experience. You're paying for the love. And then knowing the stories that go along with each bottle. I'd challenge you anytime you get a bottle to look up the producer and look up. Most of them have everything on your website and you can learn that story about them.
I love them all. They're all great stories.
So it's really fun. I think it's its own form of art. So it's like any culinary. It's like a chef. It's your winemaker.
I love that.
Yeah.
We forgot to get Rick's take. Rick, what was your take on that last one?
I'm not gonna lie, it was so smooth and nice, and it had this good aftertaste.
Yes.
Okay. There we go.
Very
He
nice.
liked it.
I'll pick up my vocabulary a little bit better.
You're doing great.
That right there, and I am a beginner. Probably literally the first 2 glasses of wine I've ever had. That second one is a perfect beginner.
Okay,
Yes.
nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Good to know, Rick. It's definitely, that one's a little bit more approachable. He probably won't like our third one as much, but
Oh, that sounds like I will like
yeah,
it.
he will.
And you're gonna get the lingo doing more of these shows with us, Rick. You're gonna be a wine connoisseur soon, sir.
Snooty pants in the booth over there.
That's right. Rick's gonna be drinking with a pinky
I
out
like
soon.
it.
Drinking with a pinky. I like it.
So this third one, what do we have here, my lady?
Yes, this is one of our newer red blends. It's called the Legacy. It's from Alexander Valley, which is in Sonoma County.
My favorite.
It's really good. This is just a killer wine. So Alexander Valley is known mainly for Cabernet. So this is a Cab blend. It's 80% Cab Sauv, 13% Merlot, 5% Cab Franc, which is my favorite grape.
Oh, wow, nice.
And then 2% Petit Verdot. So nice blend there.
Petit Verdot.
Yes. So
Interesting.
poured for you, and then we'll talk about it.
All right.
Very nice.
Well,
So yeah, they started a book club, Pete, of recent.
That's right.
Katie's an avid reader, and so they have a book club coming up. I think the first one is 800 Grapes by Laura Dave.
I thought you were going to say $800.
No,
I was
no.
going to say, well, I can't afford that, but I'd love to pick up the book at Barnes & Noble or something.
It's a great celebrated book, and they're going to be meeting, I believe it is on the 17th. Am I saying that right? Or 18th? 18th of February, yes.
Okay.
So if you read 800 Grapes by Laura Dave, you can go over to Bin 39 and have a wonderful wine time and discuss how the wine connects with the book, right?
Yeah, so this is just kind of, again, another fun activity for people in the city. It's completely free. If you want to read the book, that's on you, is really the only cost. It's a book that I've we'll talk about the wine in a minute, David. Hold your horses.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a book that I've actually read before, so I thought it would be a good one to start with. And then I was going to take a consensus of the group if they want to continue with regular everyday books or if they want to do wine-related books every time.
I think wine-related books are so fun.
I know, but I'm going to let the group choose. But yeah, the thought was to do tastings based off the characters of the book. So like, I don't want to give too much away, but there's a fiery redhead in one of these books. So I was like, ooh, strawberry colored hair, strawberry colored wine. Yeah. I don't know. So I'm still playing with all that. You have plenty of time to finish that book if you want to join us on Tuesday. It's not a long read at all. It's about 4 hours on Audible. So it's easy if you're a listener.
Right.
But yeah, we have, I think, 10 signed up right now. And so and nobody knows each other. So just kind of a fun bonding event. And you are not required to purchase anything or wine. We've got lots of fun mocktails too. So it's just come and hang out and
cool. I love
enjoy
that.
if you want. But yeah, so that will be monthly, but we're excited about that. But yes, Davey,
Ooh,
tell me about the
let's
wine.
See. You're
This
1 for
is
2 here
so
today,
good.
Davey. Let's see where you go on the third one, man.
I definitely get like a cocoa nib on this. Like there's like nature's little chocolate chips in this, right? Like a dark, I get bay leaf too. Is that weird? I definitely have a bay leaf feedback on that.
He's getting pretty good at this,
It's
you
so
guys.
good.
I know he is.
Definitely dark fruit. Obviously, we're doing with red.
So on the
berries.
nose, you're getting cassis,
Okay, yeah.
violet,
Nice.
you're getting fennel,
Okay.
and then mocha. So you were right on the nose
Oh,
with the chocolate.
good. That's nice.
Hey.
And then what are we tasting now that you took your other stuff? I have more for you.
Blackberry.
Nailed it.
Oh my
Wow.
God. Yes.
Wow. What are you tasting, Rick?
None of that. How do you do that? I honestly love the natural flavor it has, so I do like it. It's a lot more stronger. But this with some type of food, and I don't know which one, but you could eat some good food with that, and that's gonna do well.
A sandwich. Yeah.
Yeah,
A
sandwich.
little more spicy than that sandwich.
I was gonna say
An English muffin.
I would go red meat. I would drink lamb with this. Ooh.
You making a lamb smoothie?
I'm gonna eat some lamb steak.
Yeah, but I could get that. Yeah, with the mint jelly stuff they usually have on the side of lamb. Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, some nice,
good.
some gamey meat with this.
Yes.
This is This is brand new, right?
I kind of snuck this one in before Nights of Lights.
Okay.
Lily told me I was allowed to change the menu, and I'm like, but I bought a wine. So,
Yeah.
but so that one's been there, but we haven't really talked about it much because it's going with this new one. But it's
That's super
doing
special.
super
Put
well.
one aside for me on that one.
I
definitely want
will.
that.
But in addition to your blackberry flavors, it's also black cherry, graphite, and wet stone, which I haven't eaten a wetstone before, but I can understand.
Yeah. Chocolate store. Yeah.
Not Whetstone's chocolate, a Whetstone. but
Whetstone.
this would taste very good with chocolates from Whetstone. So there you go. So,
In Rick's mind, they're soaking whetstones, and whatever comes off of that.
but that goes more back into the minerality of how it's grown. So, but yeah, just a killer one.
Beautiful
and then,
bottle, yeah.
And just to the legacy, why it's called that is. Legacy wines are rooted in the rich history of Alexander Valley. Legacy is a testament to the importance of passing winemaking and vineyard maintenance traditions down to the next generation. So that's really what they focus on is wine teaching and letting the art not die.
Yeah.
So that's their kind of mission
amazing.
there.
A great bottle. Yeah. How'd you find this one?
A distributor brought it in.
Yeah.
Again, wasn't because they know when we're looking and when we're not, and it was the time we weren't looking. And I'm like, she's like, just try it. Fine.
Yeah.
I'll take cases. So that's kind of how that.
Delicious.
Did anyone want to visit any of the other three before we put away the
Legacy
wine?
one more time,
You want
please, and
that?
thank you. Yeah.
And then
Ooh,
there's a
okay.
little bit more of the Gewürztraminer if you'd like that.
Oh, Rick, do you want some
Yeah, I'll take a
Gewürztraminer?
little Gewürztraminer.
Some Gewürztraminer.
Gewürz.
I love saying that name.
Gewürztraminer.
Really smooth.
Oh, so good.
Very nice. Well,
We'll give him the
Davey's going to have the DUI squad waiting
still
for him
getting paid
after
for
the
this?
show today. No, you're
no,
not getting
you're
paid for
right.
this.
Oh,
Rick.
yeah.
This is your payment.
Paid in wine.
That's right.
the jail's right down the street if anyone misbehaves themselves.
So quick question, Katie. When people go to a tasting, like what should they do before? Should they eat before? Should they brush their teeth before? Because that's a whole different kind of tasting,
Sure.
right?
I mean, I would say if you eat before, you should probably cleanse your palate somehow. It doesn't necessarily have to be brushing your teeth. If you have that available to you, great. But if not, at least drink some water or try and get whatever taste out of your mouth. I always do my tasting on my second sip rule of thumb. The first sip, I might not quite be there, but then on my second sip, you really taste because it's getting anything out of your mouth if you've already tried that. But I'd say, depending on how much you're tasting, like the Canard tasting, you don't need to eat beforehand because we're providing food. But if you were going to a tasting that didn't have food, I would absolutely recommend eating a little bit
I
beforehand.
made that mistake. That's why I asked you that question.
Yeah. And the reason we're doing the charcuterie and cheeses is because different cheeses will pull out different flavor profiles. So we'll make sure that that's all talked about at that
It's
too.
so fun.
Because it really, you were saying eating something with it's going to change the taste of a wine too. So when you kind of figure out what pairs well with that, and that's what we're here to help with. If you say, hey, I'm making Valentine's Day dinner and we're doing salmon and all that, we'll help you pick out a wine to go well with dinner, make you look like a rock star. So
Yeah,
kind of
that's
awesome.
great.
Yeah.
So good.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hey, we got you.
We got you.
So last question for today. What's one Bin 39 hidden gem? A bottle that maybe people don't necessarily know about, but they've got to try.
Sure. I often have bottles on hand that aren't on the menu. So if you ask, we'll pull them out for you.
Oh, cool.
So that's
how I found Black Chicken. That was a total
that's
surprise.
a hidden gem in that.
Yeah.
And then I think kind of the beauty is talking to each one of us there because we all have different wines that we love and wines that I might not pay attention to. Maybe Rachel, who's one of our main bartenders, she has a different one. And so I think if you're in there multiple times asking each one of us different, because we all taste differently and you might find different ones that we did. But I think the biggest way of the hidden gems is, especially if you're a repeat guest, trying the different flights as we release them out or asking us what's new and we'll help you kind of find those hidden gems. But yeah, the off bottle menus. because I always have stuff back there that we haven't put on the menu, and I'll sell it to you anytime. But
it's like in and out, like you need a secret club. Like
I have 2 Canard wines that aren't on the menu that we have bottles of, so I pull those sometimes.
They like a secret code word to say.
Just come find me. It's asking, do you have anything that's not on the menu right now that you have? That's it. That's your secret code word.
Fabulous. Fabulous.
Well, remind me all the details on the Canard tasting, dates, times, just refresh everybody on that.
So it's going to be Thursday, February 27th. It starts at 6 p.m. We close at 8. So it'll probably be till about 8 o'clock. I'm sure there will be some people lingering and wanting to talk later, and that will be great and fine too. Again, $99 a person. It includes your tax and gratuity, so you don't need to worry about any of that. There will be wines available for purchase from the tasting, and we'll be doing a discount on how many bottles that you buy, whether what it is. I haven't figured out the logistics of that yet, but the more you buy, the more you'll save. Not required to purchase any wine coming to this event, but it will be available. And as mentioned, some of the tasting, we only carry, I think, 3 or 4 of the wines. The rest we don't carry in the bar, so there'll be some new stuff for everyone to try.
Cool.
So yeah, that's going to be really exciting. It's definitely going to be informal, so don't feel like you have to be there in a suit and tie.
Okay. So St. Augustine's fine.
St. Augustine,
good.
Business casual is just fine, whatever you're comfortable in. I think Adam's excited to be in the warm too. I'm sure he'll be in shorts and whatnot. So definitely casual, but yeah, it's just going to be a fun night in the courtyard, just weather pending. We might do it outside. We might do it inside. It's just going to depend on how the weather is that day in February.
True, yeah. But I love that you have that flexibility, which is awesome.
You've got the
absolutely. You can call. The reservations are being done through the bar and hotel directly. So if you could just call our main number, which is on our website, 39.1.
Yeah, I'll put it in comments for everybody.
Perfect. You can do that. You can hold your spot. We are taking payment when you call over the phone just to make it easier day of, so we don't have to bother you guys for that. But yeah, probably about, 10 more spots or so left, so get them while you can.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. So
very cool.
I love it.
But we're really excited. So thank you guys for being excited about it too.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Thank you, Katie. Always fun to have you in studio. We appreciate it. And everybody can get this experience and more going to our friends at Bin 39. Okay. Thank you, Katie.
You're welcome.
Always fun.
Thank you.
So fun.
Well, Rick got a whole new experience today.
I'm proud of him. That was great.
He did good. All right, man. Very exciting. Yeah, that tasting is going to be amazing.
Just
it's definitely something you want to get down there.
Yeah, you can't get that anywhere, and this is such a rare occasion, so jump on it. Very special.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, you can also jump on an Old Town Trolley while you're hanging out downtown doing your Canard Vineyard tasting. Old Town Trolley, Bin 39 is a stop right there on Old Town Trolleys. But you can also hop off and hop back on at different stops. Each one is a 90-minute tour. They feature 22 stops, cover 100 points of interest. Really amazing tour out there. You're going to learn something new about your hometown every time you go out there. Ooh.
Sorry.
Oh, I love it.
Koozies. Oh, nice.
Today's forecast, 100% chance wine. Yes. So that's
we need to give that to Troy for the morning show. That's
perfect.
His cheat sheet.
Yes, we'll leave this right here.
Awesome. All right,
But I love Old Town Trolley because you can hop on and hop off right up in 39.
That's
perfect.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, man. It's really awesome.
And are you looking for a top-notch service from a company that you can trust? Well, over 45 years, Steve Chapman's All-American Air have been the go-to home service experts in St. Augustine, St. John's, Flagler, Duval, and Putnam counties. Whether you need warranty or non-warranty work on any make or model, they also have preventative maintenance or brand new construction cutting-edge systems like the Lennox systems and the ultra-smart iComfort thermostat. All-American Air has every latest innovation for you to keep you comfortable year-round. Give them a call. Get on one of those maintenance plans, 904-461-0070.
All right, man. It is horoscope time.
Oh, boy.
Scorpio and Sagittarius on deck today.
Thank God I have something to drink.
Yeah, right? That'll soften the blow a little bit. Scorpio, your intense nature is in overdrive today, like unleashing a storm of poisonous barbs in a room full of overinflated egos.
Casual.
Prepare to be the misunderstood, brooding hero in your own melodrama. Despite your attempts at chilling out, people around you will interpret resting Scorpio face
Oh, I love this one.
as an invitation to irritate you further. You sure you love this one?
I really do. This is a great horoscope.
I need to give Davey wine before every Wednesday
I love
horoscope.
it, yeah. Resting Scorpio face is great.
Even solace in mystery isn't an option because guesswork isn't your forte today. So embrace the role of stinging critic with utmost reluctance.
Oh, okay. Well, good luck.
Sagittarius, your perpetual quest for adventure is thwarted by a day that might as well have been scripted by the makers of the most tragic telenova on TV.
Ooh, that's very dramatic.
The plans you will make will unravel faster than a cheap sweater, leaving you wondering if you should have stayed in bed. Probably should have. The big picture, the only big picture you'll see today, is trying to piece together what went wrong, like an impossible jigsaw puzzle missing pieces. But hey, at least you can claim a backstage pass to life's bloopers.
Jeez.
Eesh.
Well, hey guys, Law Enforcement Career Fair is coming up this Saturday, February 15th at Mall 2121. This is from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. If you know anybody looking for a job or a career in law enforcement, this could be your moment. So multi-agency law enforcement career fair. Are you interested? Give them a buzz to reserve your spot. This again is from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Mall 2121. Sworn and civilian positions are available. So super cool. Check that out. There'll be multiple different agencies from all different counties. Of course, St. John's is first and foremost up there. So yeah, check that out Saturday, February 15th.
Awesome.
Old City Cornhole is doing another charity event. This is
great.
super cool. This
We
is
love
happening.
them.
I love them. Saturday,
Great.
February 22nd at Ancient City Brewing over in Agricultural Center Drive.
There it is.
Get another one. Registration is $40 per player. Doors open at noon. Bags fly at 1. All proceeds will benefit the Police Unity Tour. Very, very cool. There's cash prizes for winners. There's double elimination blind draw, side games, second chance tourney, and food truck raffles, and so much more. Check them out. Old City Cornhole Tournament. Very nice.
Yeah, very good.
Okay, Snowdy Pants, here we go. Mozart's The Magic Flute is coming to town with First Coast Opera. Save the date, March 21st and March 22nd, 7:30 and 4 o'clock p.m., respectively. This is Kirk Auditorium at the Florida School for the Deaf and Blind. Nice. Have not seen that venue being used very much. That's very cool.
That's awesome.
There's going to be a
Great venue.
live orchestra. Very super cool. Fully staged opera. The tickets are at firstcoastopera.com. Check that out. This is going to be super special, especially at that nice venue. I don't think a lot of people have been over there, so that's super special.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to check that whole area out.
Yes, sir.
Most people don't even get to go on that campus in their lives. That's cool. I like it. All right, big shout out to our friends at Magnolia Family Dentistry who are redefining what it means to visit the dentist in St. Augustine and St. Johns County. You can experience the difference with Magnolia Family Dentistry, where a healthy smile meets exceptional care. Schedule your appointment today by calling 904-824-0990 and see why Magnolia Family Dentistry is redefining at dental excellence one smile at a time. Speaking of smiling, smile, refresh, rejuvenate, and glow at Elace Med Spa. If you're looking for the perfect blend of relaxation and cutting-edge aesthetics, Elace Med Spa is your go-to destination for luxury spa treatments and advanced medical aesthetic services, including a hydrating hydrofacial for radiant glow. You can refresh your look with Botox, dermal fillers, or laser treatments and experience their state-of-the-art care with the latest technology and expert providers. From self-care to beauty enhancements, the Elace team is ready to craft a personalized treatment plan just for you. Enjoy top-tier service in a tranquil and inviting atmosphere and say Davey's name and get $100 off your treatment.
Pretty cool.
Go to elace.com.
And go to Panache. Every guest, every time since 1987. Panache opened its doors to be a cut above the rest. Their mission at Panache is to care for their team, guests, and community from scalp to soul and bring the joy to the world one service at a time. The Panache difference is their carefully chosen and highly trained staff there to exceed your expectation. Their carefully chosen and highly trained staff always are there to exceed your expectations. Sorry about that. The same goes for their elegant salon space. There we go. So get posh and go to getpanache.com and Michelle will kill me. There we go.
She'll understand.
Yeah.
Cut to the glass of wine, please. There we go. Dave's
It's her favorite show. And we didn't invite her, so she's definitely gonna get me.
What? We could have invited Michelle for this.
She wants this wine show so bad. Yeah.
Next time. Next time.
All right, real quick, we got Valentine's Day fails that set a different kind of mood. Like this first ice cream cake where the letters just fell off and just went, yo.
That's, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, yo.
I'd be fine with that.
Next up, wow, thanks for noticing. 1-800-Flowers. We want to hear from you. Hi, we noticed that you didn't shop with us last year for Valentine's Day. As a valued customer, we'd ask you a few questions on how we can improve. Yeah, wow. Thank you. Jeez, very aggressive. I know, right? Next up is Valentine's rejection. Oh, in the dumpster. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was the girlfriend. That's what my girlfriends look like.
She's holding on to the
Trash. Hot trash.
Next up, hey, hi. Okay, I'll cut to the chase. I really like you. Will you be my Valentine? No.
Well, she cut to the chase too.
Definitely. Very good.
All right.
This person, I levo this girl so much.
Huh. I mean, they're not even close to being in the right order.
Timu, yeah. I wish, yeah. Next up, this is not at St. Augie's
Nope,
Pizza.
St. Augie's Pizza is way better than that. I don't want to say what that looks like.
Deflated flow, yeah.
It just looks like a jockstrap pizza.
Right, exactly. Does not look very good there, yeah. No. Next up, go D, be my Valentine. Sorry I slepted with your sister twice.
Oh, God.
I think she dodged a bullet on this one with slepted, yeah.
Yeah, none of them seem too smart.
Next up, ooh, another rejection pick. Oh,
yeah.
Jeez, in the toilet.
Sad
Love
feeling.
Stinks.
No, this is why I don't have emotions.
Next up, found on the road. I guess it didn't go as planned either. You and me, the only thing missing is chocolate. Bring me home.
Aww.
With a carnation?
These
really?
are so sad.
Yeah. Next up, an apology. We didn't know what 69 meant. Apparently this ad, sorry my friend made this ad. Nobody at the company knew what 69 meant. Bark and receive at the same time. This Valentine's Day, everyone should get it to enjoy $69 of Bark Shop credits. Yeah, you got to claim that offer.
Yeah. Everyone should get to enjoy. There you go.
So fun.
Oh, boy. I don't know. Yeah, I might show up for that. Not with dogs.
You and Mr.
Not with
Busey.
dogs.
Yeah. That's right, at his speed, yes.
That's right. Did you see his Valentine's thing he put out this morning?
Oh, my goodness. Yes, I know. I did see that.
That's great.
I reposted it.
I know.
It's every man's Valentine's Day list.
Pretty accurate.
I think. Yeah, pretty accurate. All right, you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the morning.
Bye, everybody.